and welcome to Wellness for Wealth TV. Oh, there's a fly here. Welcome to another episode of Wellness for Wealth TV, where we talk about real life and business strategies to help you thrive as an entrepreneurial woman. I am your host, Natalia Edelman, aka Nat, life and business strategist, certified wellness coach, and founder of the Make It Happen Success System. How are you all doing today? I'm outside in my garden. So lovely here. We are on episode 75 today, which is a really big milestone for me. And I want to take a moment to just express my gratitude to you guys for being here with me, for letting me into your world, and for this amazing opportunity to help you thrive as an entrepreneurial woman. I wouldn't be here without you guys. You guys are the reason that I put this show on every week. And it is so amazing getting all the comments and the messages after the fact. And it just really makes my heart sing. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Because we're on episode 75, I wanted to do something special, a little bit different. So I thought the topic of how not to fail in your business was perfect for this episode. Now, before we jump in, I need to ask you guys a question because I need to change the time and date of Wellness for Wealth TV, because usually we're on every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central European Time, Spanish time for me, which is 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays. And I need to change the time for a very exciting reason, actually. And if you haven't sort of seen the updates or you haven't seen my announcements, it's because I've joined Believe, Inspire, Grow, BIG, BIG. Now, BIG is a women's empowerment organization that offers women inspiration, community, tools, all these things that you need to help move your life forward, both professionally and personally. So I've joined and created I've joined as their first international virtual pod. So I am super pumped because it's going to allow me to offer even more value to you. For those of you that want a more membership style approach, a more all-inclusive membership style approach, just yesterday we were talking about workflows and systems, which every entrepreneur needs in their business to thrive and be successful. So there's so many things going on. There's even an event right now. So that's why I need to change the time so that you don't miss out on anything. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want more information, just connect with me afterwards or type BIG, big, in the comments, and I'll send you some more information about that. Okay, so let's dive in. Now, when I was first starting my business, I was wearing all the hats and I was doing all the things. And I have to be honest, I was slipping in and out of burnout mode constantly. I was slipping into bad habits, old habits that I used to have in my corporate days. And I mean, on the outside, everything looks great, I have an MBA, I have a CPA, I had my corporate management experience, I had a wellness coaching certification, I had all the things, but I was really struggling. And so I hired a business coach, and that really changed everything. I wasn't alone anymore. I was in a group mentorship program with so many other women who were starting their business or who had their businesses, and we were all struggling and going through the same things and learning the same things, which was really cool because a lot of us have stayed connected after the fact, and it's incredible. So I learned a ton about business. I learned a ton about sales and marketing, and of course learning didn't stop there. If you couldn't tell, I'm pretty addicted to learning, and the learning will always continue. That's just who we are as entrepreneurs. We're just constant sponges of knowledge. But I will say, if you build it, they will not come. That's why sales and marketing is so important, why we spend so much time in it in my mastermind program. Because you need to make it happen. Like everything you have, everything you are, everything you do, everything you have is a direct result of the choices that you make and the action that you take. Okay. Now, no one else is to blame for your shortcomings or for anything else that's going on in your life. You are responsible for your own success. And if you're playing the blame game, if you're blaming it on other people, if you're blaming it on people you've hired or whatever else, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that ASAP, because that energy is not going to get you anywhere. And you're actually in victim mode, and we need to get out of victim mode and enter winner mode. So if you want to help doing that, definitely reach out to me. You can even put a 1 in the comments and I'll send you something. I'll send you some training on that, absolutely free. But I said I was constantly learning. So after my, business coach, I joined a mastermind with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. I'm in the One Funnel Away challenge with Russell Brunson, who is, he's just, all of them are amazing. And, their products are in my suite, are in my product suite. And I have a lot of training around the concepts that they teach. I've made them my own because, you have to make it your own. But I want you to succeed. I see so many people succeeding, but I also see a lot of people who may need these strategies that I'm about to share so that you don't fail in your business, okay? So the very first thing I want to say on this is there is no such thing as failure. There is no such thing as failure, okay? And failure is a natural part of life. It is. It's, it's a natural way things happen, mistakes happen. And what we have to do is choose to accept that and choose to look at failures as learning opportunities, as opportunities for improvement. Tony Robbins talks about this success loop. And I'll just kind of hold it up, even though I think it might be backwards for you guys. I think it is. But, everyone has potential. This is your highest potential. That's what it's supposed to be. Everyone has potential. And you use your potential, your highest potential, to take massive action. And with that massive action, you get results. And you have this certainty that is the key to momentum. That's the key to your success. A lot of people let the results, if they're not quite what they want or what they were expecting, that starts to make them feel uncertain. And then they start tapping into less of their potential, and they take less inspired action, or they take action where it's like you're not all in. People pick up on that. People pick up on that energy. And so if you have this, so Tony Robbins talks about, you need this certainty is the key to everything, because if you're certain, you'll continue to tap into your highest potential, you'll continue to take massive action, and you will use your results to figure out what you're going to do next. If it's not the results you wanted, then it just means that you need to tweak something. And we spend a lot of time in that as in my mastermind, because it's a very systematic approach. You just have to know the right steps. So the number 2 thing is know your ideal client, but don't just know them, listen to them. So I know everybody talks about know your ideal client. And this took me years to really, really wrap my head around. So I was like, yeah, I know my ideal client. But, before you can listen to your ideal client, you really need to know who he or she is. And you need to know them like they're your best friend. This is so crucial to your success in business. I can't even stress it enough. And something I go into great detail in my mastermind. So here's what I see people go. Here's where I see people go wrong. They create their business based on what they want, not what their ideal client wants. They base their business on what they feel they need to hear, not what their ideal client needs to hear. So how you speak and how you engage with your audience, who should be full of your ideal clients, that is indicative of how you are attracting your ideal client. If everything you do, everything you create, even your products, your sales, your services should revolve around your ideal client. It should speak to their pain points, should speak to their challenges. I know I'm not saying anything new, but you really need to dive deep here so that you can create something that your ideal client can't say no to, basically. It has nothing to do with you. You are the means to helping your ideal clients get to where they want to go. So, every day in the morning, I will sit and I will meditate and I'll say, what do my ideal clients need to hear from me? What are they struggling with? How can I channel into them and tune into them and really help them where they're at? So yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is know your numbers. Now, I talked a little about this yesterday, but if you want to succeed in business, you need to know your numbers. That's being strategic. That takes the emotion out of it, and that goes back to that success loop, to the results. You need to know what you track grows. Like, so if you're not tracking your sales, if you're not tracking the amount of leads you get, if you're not tracking the amount of sales calls you get, if you're not tracking the amount of new customers you have or customers period, chances are you're struggling in your business, and that's fine because that's where you're at. But now we know, and now we need to get super strategic and we need to know our numbers. So if you're getting a lot of leads but you're not getting enough clients, then you need to look at your copy. Like, if you're getting a lot of leads but you're not generating any sales calls, you need to look at your copy, because people are looking at your stuff but they're not necessarily saying, I need to talk to her or I need to talk to him. The language that you use, really helps you relate to your ideal client and really helps bring them into your world and what you have to offer. Because there is a lot of noise out there, and if you want to be different and stand out, then goes back to your ideal client, but it also comes back to knowing your numbers. If you're getting a lot of sales calls but you're not actually getting any customers, i.e. they're not giving you money for your products or services, you're not converting them, then you need to look at how you're selling. You need to look at how you're selling your products and services, because you need sales to drive your business, or else it's just a hobby. Hey Sakshi, how are you, lovely? So the 4th thing is accept that it's okay to do what you love and make money. A lot of people struggle with this. Give yourself, and I did too at one point, before I did some inner work, but give yourself permission to ask for what you want. This, like, pricing, that always comes up with people. It comes up with everybody. I don't think, there are too many of us that are comfortable with pricing, and maybe I'm wrong, but when I work with my clients, I go through an exercise where they map out their vision, and it's not the vision for their business, but it's the vision for their life, because you want to build a business around your life, and you want to know what is it that you want, so that you have a very clear picture of how much everything is that you want. Then you just work backwards. So do not get into a position where you're blowing through all your savings, and if you need to get a side job, or if you want to keep your job and build your business on the side, then do that. Like, nobody says you have to quit your job to start a business. I did, and it was just the way that my journey went. But, when I was beginning, and sometimes even now, but when I was beginning, I was doing all kinds of side jobs, because you need to sustain yourself while you're building your grandiose business. I want you to know there's always enough money to go around. There's always enough resources. You just have to learn how to use them and tap into them. Okay? Okay, so number 5. This is super important. And I think I could make this into like a 3-part series, but I'll just finish off with this because I'm conscious of your time. But take care of yourself. Self-care, self-love, those are crucial to not failing in your business. If your cup is empty, you're not going to have anything to give to anyone. If you don't put your own oxygen mask on first, you're not going to be able to help anyone else And I know that you're in this business to make an impact. I know you're here because you want to help people. You want to make an impact, make a difference in this world. So you need to be able to take care of yourself to be able to do that. Wellness is a state of being. It's an active process of becoming aware of and making choices towards a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. That is wellness. And so when you're operating from a state of stress or worry or anxiety, those are negative states, and they carry a negative vibration, negative energy to them. Which, is why, that was a big bug. Anyway, which is why you feel run down and like it's a struggle. Like, business is hard, life is hard, but it shouldn't feel like this constant uphill battle. It should feel fun. It's going to be challenging, but we want to be in a state where we welcome these challenges and we find them exciting rather than, oh my God, this is the worst. You know what I mean? This is your dream business that you're starting, that you're running here, and it should feel like that. It's hard work, yes, but like I said, it should be fun, or else what's the point if you don't feel good otherwise, or if you go in and out of burnout. So, eat well, take breaks, do things that you love to do. If you're not feeling like doing something, then don't do it, because the outcome isn't going to be what you want. Take a step back, go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a vacation if you can. Meditate, practice yoga. There are so many avenues and tools and techniques that you can use to just bring your level of self-care, self-love up, and bring your vibrations up and bring more joy into your life, because that is honestly the whole point of this all, really. So just to summarize, how not to fail in business. Number 1, there is no such thing as failure. It's all about certainty. Number 2, know your ideal client, but listen to them as well. Number 3, know your numbers. Number 4, accept that it's okay to make money doing what you love. And number 5, take care of yourself. Okay, so I could go on. Like I was saying, this could be like a 3-4 part series, and I certainly haven't touched on everything, but those are the big 5 that I wanted to speak to today. And I would love to work with you further. So I have opened up 5 spaces in my calendar. So if this is resonating with you, let's get on a call, let's have a chat, and I'll put the link around this video, and so we can see how we can make it happen. But I really do hope these 5 tips have helped. Let me know, don't forget to let me know which day is like your top day for tuning in. Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.